Welcome to the world famous Top Gun Show. As you may be able to tell, I am not your regularly scheduled host, Steve Farmiloe. I am, in fact, the less famous MeiLee Langley. But I am your host today because we are flipping the script on the Top Gun Show, and our guest is the world famous, world renowned, the man himself, Steve Farmiloe, your normal host of the Top Gun Show. When Steve is not hosting the Top Gun Show, he is the Senior Channel Sales Manager of the Western region for After X. Steve has been in the channel for over 10 years and is known for always going the extra mile for his advisors and his suppliers. Steve is one of the best in the business and truly understands how to enable and empower his advisors with the technology expertise and the marketing prowess to expand and accelerate their portfolios. And beyond being a super talented and driven professional, I can personally attest that Steve is a wonderful human being and an incredible new father to his adorable daughter, Charlie. Welcome, Steve. How's life been?
Wow, MeiLee, that was an incredible introduction. Thank you. That was very kind. And I have to say, your set is beautiful. I love that. That is great, man. I think I'll try to sell those on my website or something. That's incredible. But yeah, it's really cool to be on the show, on my show or your show or our show. Life has been good. I'm a new dad, as you know, very later on in life. And it's kind of like the old days when you played a pinball machine and you got to the time, but you got extended play because you've scored good points. I feel like that's where I'm at in my life. I'm on extended play. It's great.
Well, you are a person that is so full of life. So age aside, I know that you are just going to be the most active and fun dad. And I can't wait to watch your and Charlie's journey as you post pictures for the rest of us to watch along. But Steve, why don't you tell your millions and millions of viewers how I ended up in the driver's seat today?
Well, it's not that hard. You asked. You asked me if you could interview me, and I said that's great because you were sponsoring the show, and at the end of it, you said, "Hey, what about if we turn the tables on it and let me interview you?" And I thought, "Great, let's do it." So I have so much respect for you, MeiLee. You're the most decorated person I know in the channel with all kinds of awards and stuff on your fireplace mantle. So I feel honored that you offered to interview me. Thank you.
Well, I thought it would be great for you to be able to share your expertise and experience with all of your viewers because you're always busy allowing us and giving us a really valuable platform to share all the things that are going on in our companies and, in our professional lives. So, Steve, let's get started because this is not about me. This is about you. But as a successful channel manager, sales leader, and the host of the Top Gun Show, you obviously wear multiple hats. So I thought, why not ask you questions that pertain to each one of your areas of expertise? And I brought a hat for each. So let's start with your technology sales leader hat. So as we enter a year of economic uncertainty where so many companies are having to do more with less budget, less employees, what are some of the technology solutions that company leaders should be looking to add in 2023 to really enhance their existing staff and to be able to do their business more efficiently and effectively?
That's a great question. I would say there's three, and this is what I work on with my sales partners. First one is CCaaS or contact center. It's not overhead. It can actually increase revenue and pay for itself. So trying to do more with less, it's a perfect time to talk to your customers about contact center to better service their customers. The second one, I would say, is managed security. Now, it's vital. Bad actors have stepped it up. Don't wait till you get hit. But managed security, I mean, if you look at where the world's going with security problems, AI, and now I watched a documentary on Netflix about security with power grids and things like that, how bad actors are getting into those. And if we're all driving electric cars, it's crazy how important security is these days. And so you need to be talking to your customers about that. And lastly, subscription services on our subscription commerce platform. We've got over 130 SaaS providers in our portfolio, and all can be managed from a single platform or proprietary. AppDirect Digital Marketplace, where you can find, buy, and manage things like Microsoft 365, Amazon Web Service, Microsoft Azure, Google Cloud, and it's just a change of billing. It's not an interruption of service, it's a change of billing. We just posted a story on LinkedIn of one of our sales partners that wrote over $1 million in SaaS recurring revenue this past year. And that grows every year, unlike transport. So those are the three areas I think you need to be talking to your customers about: CCaaS, managed security, and subscription services.
Absolutely. I think three very important technology solutions that are out there. And I don't know any advisor that would turn their nose up at adding $1 million in revenue to their bottom line. So flipping hats, hold on. Putting on your channel manager hat. So what advice would you give to partners, advisors, agents, and resellers that have customers who might feel that adding these advanced cloud solutions is too big of an undertaking for them here in 2023?
Well, it's simple. They're not adding advanced services with increased costs. That's a paradigm that has to shift. Rather, these services will make your customers more competitive, increase their agility, and allow their businesses to scale. So sales partners need to rely on the expertise offered by their TSP. At AppDirect, we have practice leaders and deep bench strength in all of these categories and more.
Awesome. Yeah, absolutely. I think leaning on your TSPs is something that all of the advisors should be doing. They're all here to help you, and they want to help you grow their business because it's a win-win for both sides. So finally, last hat. Perhaps I left it. Oh, I dropped a picture. That's okay. I have my favorite hat, and I saved this for my favorite hat. Let's get to what I hope is also your favorite hat, which is being the host of the world-famous Top Gun Show with millions and millions of viewers worldwide. So, Steve, what advice would you give to company leaders, both partners and customers, to enhance their brand and gain a larger audience here in 2023?
Well, I don't think it's a secret. I love LinkedIn. It's allowed me to develop a really strong brand, develop connections with over 30,000 C-level buyers and sellers of telecom and SaaS services. And more importantly, I've built very, very strong friendships. It's really quite amazing, actually. For example, I posted a picture of me holding my new baby girl 3 months ago when she was born, and it has like 24,000 views on it. It's crazy. Why is that important? Because people buy from people, not from companies. And so you can use LinkedIn to build your connections, build your relationships, and go deeper in the business sector. It's social selling at its best. So I would say set an appointment on your calendar once a day for 15 minutes. To build your network. Search out industry leaders like MeiLee Langley, Jay McBain, Janet Shines, and Steve Farmiloe to gain important industry insights. So make your brand a priority because it's the only one you've got.
I could not agree more. I think having a personal brand is one of the most valuable things that you can create for yourself. So great advice there. And all right, Steve, you know what's coming. You asked all of your first-time guests the same question. What is one fun fact that you would like to share with your viewers today?
Well, I think I've shared some things before, but in spite of being the oldest dad in the channel, because that's kind of a fun fact, roll the clock back many years, I used to be a punter, a punter in football. And I was ranked 4th in the country of JC level, and I had a tryout with the Denver Broncos. And Dan Reeves was the coach at the time, and he cut me. So I hate the Broncos. That's my fun fact.
That is an amazing fact. I did not know that about you. I live in Denver. I am also not a Broncos fan. Just don't tell anyone here that. But I love it. Thank you for letting me in the driver's seat today, Steve, and thank you for joining us on the world-famous Top Gun Show. I'm your one-day host, MeiLee Langley, and we can't wait to see you again next time.
Well, thanks for watching, everybody, and MeiLee, we'll have you back on for sure. Thank you.